Stop the clock so we can slow it down. It's time we find our way to a higher ground. All my love is waiting for you to make a move. Stop ignoring, boy, just face it and get behind the groove.
Short of the perfect, steady dripping sauce, young, keeping the tongue wet. But buzzing with the honey, sitting king with a throne neck. Ollie bang a body while your nigga ain't home yet. He fucked up, so I let him fuck nigga go. You did your big one, I'm still doing bigger dough. Played you the ball to score, but you dropped it. Wasn't in his plan, so of course my guy blocked it.
It's the way you walk and the way you stare. Never mind my tear. Then I think I'm out of his love. Made me wanna lose control.
Diddy kitty, I'm back up on the market. Picking a player pocket, I'm about to have him starving. Taking the loops, knocking boots, my body rocking. Never the two, I'm the one, so nigga stop it. Yeah, karma finna pay me stacks. I know your new trick, watching, so relay this back. Finna have it don't lock like a chokehold.
I don't got no time for a bro code.
Let me go, but I'm let to go. Let me go, but I'm let to go. Let me go, but I'm let to go. Let me go.
Yeah, and that's on Lil Mo.
It's Oliver here with a quick Twix tip. Listen, follow all of the in-app suggestions you see in Professional Dashboard. Like seeing all the next steps for growth from the homepage, or going to the creation page and looking at the top suggested videos that can be recreated as reels. All of those suggestions are there to help you, so take the time to explore, because your next viral moment may just be one click away. Hey you! Come here right quick. Facebook has done something it's never done before. They've given their creators the cheat code to get all the tea on who's following them. I'm finna show you how we are cracking the system. It's Oliver Twix here, back with another Twix tip on how to be a successful content creator on Facebook. Making money doing what you love as a creator is all about the customer. And in the digital space, it's the follower. I'm going to share some tips for reviewing your insights on professional dashboards, specifically followers. So get out your pen and paper. Head over to Professional Dashboard and click the Insights tab to access your insights. Today, we're going to only focus on follower insights. Now listen, you must have at least 100 followers that are not also your friends in order to learn more about your audience. These metrics here include net followers, which is the number of new followers minus the number of unfollows during a specified time period. Now, my personal fave is age and gender, which tells the estimated age and gender distribution across your audience. Listen, Professional Dashboard has all the steps on what it takes to be a monetized creator on Facebook. Now it's time you get to moving by creating content that gets you started on the right path. And I'll see you soon. Mwah.
Yeah. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Get a line, but it's better celebrate. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all, from other again. DUIs is the winner.
Ooh, what's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Hi. It's Oliver Twix here, head nerd in charge. The digital debutante back in the classroom to do the Lord's work. What's up? Yeah. Now, I am doing this so ghetto today, I must admit. I am over here on the couch because I really didn't feel like sitting at the island today. I'm rearranging at the Honeycut. We're doing some things at the Honeycut as we do some things outside of the Honeycut. And so I didn't want to sit at the island. Anyways, I don't have a camera, my nice camera on. I don't have my mic. So I am hoping I sound so clear right now to you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining. I just announced this morning. So I'm so appreciative of you guys coming in and spending some time with me because I'm going to talk some trash. Oh, yeah. I woke up rested. Okay. I had popped a gummy yesterday. Which means I got good sleep last night. And I woke up with time on my hand. Since you've been away, boy, got no plan. No. Why black people just can't never sing a song the way it's written? Why we have to do all that? But I just did that so y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Do I sound great? Okay, Israel, the creditor says you sound amazing. Come on, Israel, the creditor. That's holy business right there. Amen. And the Instagram people say we sound good. Okay, amazing. So I'm going to really try to be on live today for only 1 hour because today, yes, I just saw a comment. I am flying solo today, okay? Y'all know our usual suspects, Angeli and Babs. My girls are busy. Babs got a, she said she had a, you tell a bitch when to get. Yo, I'm never going to beat the Oliver's transitioning allegations because it's just, as I look at my pictures over the years, it just gets worse and worse over time. I told my friends that I would never get my nails longer, but as they naturally just started growing longer, I was like, I kind of like that. And now I didn't got an overlay. So, and then I'm gonna tell you what really did it. So y'all know I be dating, I be spending time with, I be spending time. And this guy was like, I don't know what it is about these white nails on you, but they look so sexy. And I must admit, ever since I got my nails done, I honestly do feel like I've gotten more male attention. Now, of course, I got the white nails because I felt like getting them and I wanted them and I like the extension. Don't never do nothing where the reason is attracting a man because you're always gonna fuck up. But it is a nice little plus in keeping them. You know what I mean? Anyways, I said all that to say I'm enjoying them. Back to my original thought. Angeli and Babs are busy, okay? Babs is on a phone conference, Zoom conference, handling some business, probably brokering a deal to tell some more Diddy business. You know what I mean? You know, getting to the money. Hopefully, planning the tour. Hopefully, getting the tour together with the Making the Band people, her, Danny DeCane, Day 26, the band, Donnie Klein, and Dominique. Damn, everybody just D. Call it the D tour. We got Danny DeCane, D. Day 26, D. The band, D. Donnie Klein, D. Dominique, D. Diddy, D. It's a whole lot of D with Diddy. So yes, I'm by myself today. I'm not going to be on here for too long. But we're going to have a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please share the live and invite our friends in on what we will be discussing today, which includes Married to Medicine, my former favorite reality TV show of all time, because it is no longer. It's probably like, I mean, I don't watch the show. I haven't watched the show since season 10, whenever Quad left. And I think I probably stayed maybe 2, 3, 4 episodes after it. The fact I can't even remember, to me, it says the show's no longer my favorite. But it's okay. Times and seasons change. Hey, okay. We're going to talk about Dr. Heavenly and these comments about the gay man. We're going to talk about Phaedra, or the lack thereof, because Phaedra done spoke in tongues and yeeted it off these people's shit. We're going to talk about Sweet Tea. We're going to talk about Dr. Gregory. Then we're going to go over to the Zeus. We're going to talk about Tommy, Tinka. Who is calling me? 1 second, baby. I'll call you back. We're going to talk about Tinka. We're going to talk about Tommy. Then we're going to talk about a little bit of, so a whole lot of shit. So anyways, let's just get into it right fast. So the first thing I want to discuss is, let's talk about this. Should DL men be exposed? Okay. I posted a tweet a couple of weeks ago on February the 12th of this year saying that I am never exposing a DL famous person. I'm just not. Okay. And I'll be forthcoming about what inspired this tweet. I was online and I had got wind of the whole situation that was going on with Cherry, right? And, you know, and I really don't know, because I didn't really click on it to really get into it. You know, I just, you know, I don't fodder on all fodder. So I really didn't get into the nuances on really who the guy was, what led up to it, what happened, I just saw a lot of people online just talking about, you know, exposing DL men, DL culture, people doing it for attention, And so it prompted me to post this tweet about I would never expose a DL famous guy, because I have dated DL famous men, uberly famous men, right? I don't say uberly, but at the point at which if somebody ever found out, I already have a plan in mind to get me out of this, they big enough. You know, I've dated DL men, and so just the conversation about Cherry and exposing DL men just kind of resonated with me. I posted this tweet right here. People were upset with me because I said that I would never expose a DL man, mainly women. It was mainly women, which of course I totally understand the conversation and the dynamic, right? Because oftentimes women are on the negative receiving end in DL situations because, you know, a DL guy probably has a girl, maybe, and he's doing things behind her back that she may not know that, of course, maybe will hurt her, you know? And it can have so many other dangerous ramifications, you know, health-wise, mental-wise, spiritual-wise, things like that. So I understood why women were so against my tweet, but I would love to talk about it right here. Do you guys think it's okay to expose DL men? I want to know. Chime down in the comments so we can get into it. So here's my thoughts on it, right? I personally feel that it is not okay to expose. You know what? Let me not say it's not okay, because I don't know what a person's reasons may be, and there are nuances, right? So I don't want to say it's not okay, because I do feel like in certain situations it is okay, right? I feel like it all depends on what the motivations are. I first of all want to say I do not agree with men who deceive and lie to women about engaging in sexual and romantic relationships with men. I do not agree with that. I think that is wrong to lie to anyone in any form of a relationship and keep something that involves relationship as topics, i.e., romance and sex, away from that person. I don't think that's right. I don't think presenting yourself one way while you're engaging in the same things with somebody else is correct. So in no shape or form am I agreeing with men lying to women about their dealings or lack thereof with men. I don't I don't agree with that, which is why, when I used to do it when I was younger, I had a run-in. If you guys follow me on YouTube, I actually had the woman on live who her and I were dating the same guy at the same time. And there was like a whole thing where I messaged her and all that other stuff. But it was from that situation that really put me first row to experience how a DL relationship affects a woman. And I did not like that. I didn't like how it made me feel. I didn't like how it made me look. I didn't like the conversations I had to have in being responsible for my part in it. And so solely really off of the impact it has on women who are involved, I do not agree with DL men dating women and of course lying about it because of DL. What do you guys think about that? Tell me. I really, 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 really want to know. However, I do not agree with people who engage in DL relationships, usually in exchange for some type of something, whether it's monetary, whether it's time, whether it's something. The man is trusting you with this part of his life, and you accept it for whatever reason, and then later on you renege on it for a reason that's not directly related to something that's life-threatening, right? I personally feel like a guy who is DL, he's engaging in this activity with me because I've agreed to keep this secret, right? And in my case, so it just wouldn't be right for you to agree to certain terms or receive gifts, receive services, receive incentives, receive money, receive housing, receive conversation, protection, love, sex, whatever it is, receive these things from this DL man, and then you later, in my eyes, renege on the contractual agreement. I think the only space allowed for someone, in my eyes, to expose a DL person is if, one, they are endangering you or someone else, or have endangered you or someone else. Yeah, air that nigga out. We all need to know, okay? Because somebody's life can be on the line. Or they have publicly come for you in some sort of way, then I'm gonna retaliate like, bitch. I almost had a situation like that. I'm gonna try not to be too specific, but I was working somewhere one time, and I was working somewhere with a DL guy who I knew was DL, and I knew they was DL because we done talked about them being DL, right? And we in the space working, and they tried to like come at me on like a gay type of thing, and I'm looking at this punk like, so you really placing me in this position to not snatch your wig back right now because you suck more dick than the law loud than I do. I almost slipped up, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that because even though it'll be a good get back and a good finish on, DL men deal with a lot, and I don't know about y'all. Let's take it out of the conversation of being DL. There are certain aspects in all of our lives that we don't want people knowing about, right? We all got our little book. We all got our little skeleton. We all got our little thing in the back of our closet that we don't want nobody knowing about, that only we deal with in our own personal space. And if we're strong enough and confident enough and comfortable enough, we will invite other people that we trust in on that experience, but it's still one that is ours, right? So that's why I kind of have a little bit of compassion for DL men in that regard, and wanting to keep an aspect of their life they are not yet comfortable with. They haven't really figured it out. They're afraid. I get it. I get it. Again, as long as you're not hurting nobody or lying to nobody, I get it. Because another nuance, and I'm all over the place with this, but another nuance is a lot of DL guys don't date women at all. They just don't publicly date men. I've had plenty of cousins in my family where, You know, growing up, you ain't never seen with no woman. You know, you ain't never seen nobody come around. But you know, all the while they got a little partner on the other side of town, and they've been living in the same house for 25 years, walking dogs, having a good time. You know what I mean? So not all DO men are lying to women or are presenting themselves as heterosexual and, you know, and they're not. Some DO men, again, a lot of them just date privately, you know, telling y'all a little bit of my business. My most recent DL situation last year was someone who just dates privately. They don't talk about what they do. You know, they just date privately. And, you know, it's cool. At that point, I'm like, oh, this is great. You know, it's kind of like a little cheat code. You know, don't nobody got to know we go together, but you ain't lying to no woman. I love it. It's amazing. So what do y'all think? Is it okay to expose a DL man? What do you guys think? I want to know. Chime down right now in the comments. Shout out to the people coming into the room. I'm really going to try to do this every Monday at 11. I have more time. I have way more time on my hands right now. And as I'm curating more content, I'm really trying to get back to the things that I just love doing. And I love talking about other people's business. Like, I think it's so amazing to escape from the chaos of my own world and discuss the bullshit of somebody else's. Fucking amazing. And people get to chime in. We all get a key and laugh about it. I think it's amazing. So I'm going to try to do this every Monday at 11:11. I'm really going to try. Yeah. So we're going to go to a quick little break. It's going to be very quick, probably like 20 seconds, but we're going to get into the first thing that I really want to sink my teeth into, which is our girl, because she's still our girl, okay? She's still our girl, Dr. Heavenly, and these gay comments. I'm gonna do a quick little Phaedra Parks, Creonta Prayer, speaking in tongues, doing this commercial break so I can come back with the right mind and the right words to get me through this. And I'll see y'all soon. Don't go nowhere. There's definitely more in the mix with Twix after this.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch at QOTRmerch.com.
Okay, so yo, our girl Dr. Heavenly done fucked up the thing, okay? Yo, they been told Dr. Heavenly to stop going live. They been told her to stop doing this. They said, Heavenly, just stop doing it, because every time you hit that red button and you get to talking and getting comfortable, it just finds its way to go wrong some sort of way. And honestly, I was not going to talk about this only because, you know, me and Dr. Heavenly, while we do not have the same relationship we used to have, we still have a relationship where, you know, I'll text her. She may text me. We'll do like a quick little check-in. She invited me to the Carlos King podcast that they had as one of her guests that I was not able to go to. So me and Heavenly, like, we all right. You know, we say we ain't like how we used to be, but we ain't out here beefing. So I do want to make sure I talk about this in such a way that is still respectful of the feelings and in my view of her, but I still do want to be honest about this because a lot of people were hitting me up. And I was like, you know what? I was supposed to go live anyways today. So let's get into it. So Dr. Heavenly says most, quote, real men will have a problem with another man telling their partner to shut up. And when she mentioned real men, she said, not gay men, not bitch men, or guys that's kind of soft, but real men. What did y'all think about this? I want to know what y'all thought about this in the comments. Oh my gosh, you guys are sending stuff up here. Thank you so much. This is from DN Day 07. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She says, I was in a DL relationship for, they say I was in a DL relationship for 6 years with a married man, wasted 6 years of my life. He lied to me and his wife. DL men are very toxic. Yes, that's why you charge him. Because if I'm gonna deal with your toxicity, at least I can wipe my tears with $1. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry that happened to you, honey. And thank you for the gift. I greatly appreciate it. What do y'all think about Dr. Heavenly in these gay comments? If you've been on social media, the girls are not happy with Heavenly. I have watched a couple vlogs. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Kempire. Shout out to, I saw Jerome Tramel's tweets. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Funky. Oh my God. But I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and people are not happy, from the community. And I think rightfully so. So let's get into it, right? So I first want to vocalize me and Heavenly's relationship, right? Before I get into this, because people do know I have had a history with Heavenly, right? I used to be her social media content creator and manager. I used to create content for her. Y'all know the story. Her YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, helping her go viral, making money on social media, making sure it looks beautiful, making sure it looks nice, giving elevated content. Y'all know me, Heavenly used to get to it. You know what I mean? Honestly, Heavenly, top 3 favorite people I've ever created with, because she would a lot of times just let me do what I wanted to do in terms of how it looked. And then we would just be sitting back like, ooh, this is going viral. This is going viral. It was so much fun creating with her and learning from her and with her. So much fun. Out of all the people that I've worked with in this industry, and I've said this multiple times, out of all of the Miranda Priestley's that Andy had the opportunity to work under, Dr. Heavenly by far is hands down, and I feel this in my heart, the most influential person I've ever worked with. A lot of my lifestyle changes and choices, not only as it relates to my career, but spirituality, money, finance, relationships, just social life, everything set up, thought, mindset, the way you move, the way you handle stuff, cheat codes, all this, Dr. Heavenly, hands down. I'm very grateful for the life, body, identity, and face the Lord gave me. But if he lined all of the people that the successful, rich, celebrity people at the top of their game, if he lined them all up that I've worked with and been around, and he said, if you had to get a life, I would get Heavenly's life. I love Heavenly, and I'm very grateful that God placed me in her journey, because I learned a lot from her, right? I'm not mad at Heavenly, and I don't look at her differently by what she said. I am very much so moved by the statement, and I really want to focus on the statement. I don't really want to too much focus on her character, because what I do know about Heavenly and what I've felt and what I feel is true is Heavenly's a very loving, caring, giving person, right? And her and I have had some of the most amazing, honest, and open conversations about LGBTQ plus issues and topics. And she's always positioned herself, while Heavenly's a little ignorant, which I think y'all noticed. She ignorant. She from Miami-Dade. She ain't had no vitamin D coming into the room. She a little ignorant. You know what I'm saying? She over 50. If you know an over 50 black woman from Miami-Dade, you already know how she get down. Y'all don't see Tia Kemp ass on the internet. Her and Dr. Heavenly probably went to the same high school at the same damn time. They ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But she always positioned herself to listen and hear and try to understand and come from a place of not looking from it from her own perspective, but from one of another, right? So in no way, shape, or form do I feel like Heavenly has some sort of dislike for gays, right? But as we see, Heavenly does have what a lot of queer aligning folk would consider to be problematic thoughts and opinions about gay men and other things, right? And I'm trying to mince my words a little bit, because I don't want to, in me trying to be truthful, I don't want to accidentally, reveal something that may not have been said before publicly. And I try to give that respect, at least. Y'all know, I try not to get it crunk. If it get crunk by accident, all right, my bad, I'm sorry. But foresight, I'm trying to mince my words, right? God damn, I need to turn that thing down. I was disappointed that a Black woman who has greatly benefited from the LGBTQ plus community would say that gay men are not real men. And it is not in us to innately defend women. I was very disappointed that a Black woman said that, right? I find it very troubling where heterosexual Black people who profess to be purveyors of, the progression of Black people and the protection of Black people and civil rights and fight the power and we shall stand together and we will be better. And we got to fight for our place in this world as Black people. But you have a problem with the punks and the sissies and the trannies and the dykes. To me, it's very conflicting, because how can you champion for wanting justice for a said group of people, but because of this person's lifestyle choice, they ain't a part of that conversation? I was disappointed. I was also disappointed that, at least from what I heard from her statement, it's not in a gay man to want to defend a woman. My longest running friendship of 17 years, going on, it'll be 17 years this year. I've been knowing her since I was in high school. We met each other in high school. Jack, I ain't gonna say her name because that's my best friend I keep in the tuck. That's been my girl since I was in high school. That girl is on one of my insurance policies. She will tell you firsthand, at the thought or the mention, or even if I had the inkling that a guy she was dealing with done did something, I'm going to go clear it. I am a son of a mother. I got sisters, cousins, female cousins, aunties, friends who have loved on me. And it's not in me to want to protect them. It's not in gay men to innately want to protect, because we gay, it's not in us to say, hey, don't do that. Like, and I ain't trying to be funny because we just talking about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like when the season 10, whichever reunion I was up there, when Contessa looked like she was finna get on heavily in that thing, and I got up, like she told whoever she was in the review, I got up immediately. I wasn't gonna fight Contessa, you know, because me and Contessa also have a relationship, but I also wasn't finna let Heavenly get her ass whooped, or, you know, or whatever, something happens. I immediately, innately got up. When they went outside, I immediately and innately got up and went outside to make sure that she was okay, that nothing happened to her. A gay man. To make sure nothing happened to her. In my brain, Dr. Damon always see this Black boy with his wife. In what world could I ever let something happen to his wife? Or at least let it be said, I at least tried to protect her. You know, I at least tried to do something. That is crazy. Black gay men, because we're talking about the conversation of Black right now, but a lot of gay men are the backbone for their female friends, their female relatives, because there is an absence of a man or a lack thereof. So us as brothers, godparents, uncles, step in and fill in that gap to make sure that not only their friends' best interests are protected, but those associated and affected by her are as well. Innately. It's very toxic. And I hate to use this word when it comes to this conversation because it's Dr. Heavenly, and I think she's one of the smartest people I've ever met, but it's ignorant to take someone's their sexual orientation and how they present in the world and relate that to who they are as a person innately. Dangerous. It's so dangerous. I was saddened that an educated Black successful businesswoman who professes to be for the community calls members of that said group bitches. Y'all know Heavenly is down with the girls. You know what I'm saying? She's been around us. We've worked with her. We've collaborated with her. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of women like this. There are a lot of women like this. And again, I'm trying to take this off of Heavenly and just open it up to a broader conversation, because what has happened here happens a lot. There are a lot of women and a lot of successful Black women, we know famous women, who benefit from the community, are friends with members of the community, work with members from the community, work for members of the community. In this situation, bravo Andy. But they say things like this that doesn't sit well, that really comes off as homophobic. Bitches, we in the month of February, Black History Month. Was Baynard Rustin, the Black gay man, a bitch when he was behind the scenes advising all of the top civil rights leaders on their job and their mission, as well as being the most integral part in organizing the Million Man March in 1963 that played a very vital role in Black people getting and benefiting from the Civil Rights Act being passed in 1964. Was Baynard Rustin a bitch? Was he not a real man? My Black women that think like this. A Black man who happened to be gay got up and effected change that benefits us all still to this day. We're still a part of this community. We're still a part of the culture. We still Black. Was he a bitch? Are all the gay men and, you know, the punks, sissies, queers, trannies, are they bitches, you know, when they're doing your hair? Maybe. When they styling you, making sure you look pretty. When they teaching your kids. When they doing your taxes. When they your lawyers. They bitches. I was hurt also that my character as a person automatically gets deemed subpar or lack thereof because of, again, who I choose to love and how I choose to present. So automatically it is assumed because I am a softer guy or I'm a feminine guy or I'm not the most macho guy that I'm not going to stand up for what is right or what I feel like is right or protect somebody, or I'm going to shy away. The punks fight. Y'all know this. The punks scrap. If you in a battle, you want to get a punk. You want to get a gay man. Because gay men whoop ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back to being serious. Why is it that my character, my integrity, who I am as a person, is called into question because of who I am? And I see it often. You know, I'm on Facebook a lot. I've been going viral on Facebook a lot. You know, for like the last couple of months, a lot of the content is for how I just live my life as a Black gay man. You know, people just commenting and stuff like that. And it's not white people in the comments. It's not white people in the comments. And this doesn't apply to all Black women, because Black women, the ones that get it, the ones that love us and support us, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody appreciates it. But the main people that's in the comments doing the absolute negative, nasty most, and you can go and look, are Black women. The men being the two, but it'd be Black women going in, saying some of the most crazy and most toxic comments. It's like, how did you deduce all of this just because I'm gay? Like, what? It is extremely hurtful that me as a person can't be viewed and respected and recognized because of what I look like. That's why I'm always confused on Black people who profess the community and champion for the Black people cannot like the punks, the sissies, the trannies, and the dykes, because it's like, what y'all fighting for is y'all doing to us. We Christians, right? The Bible say, treat people how you want to be treated. The golden rule. Do unto others as you have. We Christian, right? Bible study. Praise the Lord. Treat others how you want to be treated. Somebody said you've been waiting on this moment. Oh, no, you know what? Maybe not with Heavenly, because I love Heavenly, you know, and I don't want no smoke with nobody. It's really honestly been, I think, just from the comments on Facebook. Y'all follow me on Facebook. If you're not watching us on Facebook, and just go through the comments of like my videos that have a lot of views and just read them. So I did feel like in this moment with the community having this conversation, I did want to chime in. I did. Not necessarily because it's Heavenly. It sucks because it's Heavenly. Like I probably would be going in a whole lot more if it was not Heavenly, but fuck it. And that's what you say, fuck it. I don't think, to wrap this up, I don't think like Dr. Heavenly's a bad person. And I don't think, well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say I don't know if she should be canceled. I don't know. You know, because I do feel like in her talking about the real men thing, it felt like she kind of went out of her way to make that gay comment when she easily could have said the sentence real men and kept on going, you know, but she paused and took the time to define what she believed to be a real man is. And so I think it is okay for those in the world watching to adjust if they feel necessary, right? I don't look at the lady like she's a bad person or, you know, this statement is indicative of her entire character. For me, and it's just maybe my little pony, Heavenly just reminds me of a lot of older Black women that I know in South Florida that's just ignorant. You know, they're just ignorant. They grew up in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, whenever. They are stuck in a way. They are comfortable with the way of living, with the way of looking at the world. They are okay with it, and they don't mean no harm, but this is just how they view the world. You know, I grew, you know, I'm from Broward County. Punks, faggots, dykes, sissies, hoes, bitches, niggas. Everybody get it down there. So, you know, that type of rhetoric don't bother me, you know, like shit. And honestly, I don't really care about nobody who ain't my customer and what they think about me. You know what I'm saying? Black women, I love you down, you know, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't give a fuck what you think, honestly, shit, because I know what my life is and what it ain't. I do think Heavenly did let her slip show a little bit, but I just don't agree with the idea she is this negative, nasty person who's just anti-gay and homophobic. I do not believe that. I don't feel that. That's not what I believe is true. I think this is just a great learning lesson for her, whether she chooses to amend her feelings and, you know, hear the cries of the community she's caused, and it causes her to shift and change and all that. Maybe that'd be great, or maybe to just make her choose her words wisely going forward. Because again, if this is what she believes, if this is what these women believe, let them believe it. Fuck it. You know, we can't change it. It's gonna happen. We got to deal with it. So if this is what she believes, this is what she believes. But maybe she may change her tone moving forward because the punk's gonna wake up. I don't know why people don't understand this. The punk's gonna get up. The Jews and the punks gonna rise each and every time. Say one in a gay Jew, oh bitch, it's done for you. You saw they snatched Nick Cannon shit. Viacom snatched that shit quick. All gay Jewish punks over there, bitch. Bitch, you're not gonna do that. Heavenly fucked up the thing. I hope, but I don't want to see her like lose shit over this. I just, yeah. What do y'all think about this? Is Heavenly finally gonna get off live? Heavenly got to get off live. Heavenly got to get off live. When I saw Funky Didn't even post that picture, And he was like, this is why I don't be fooling up with fish. I said, oh, Lord, this is going into a place. This is going into a place. No. My Black women, for those who feel like Dr. Heavenly, I just welcome you to maybe one day reevaluate what it means to be a real man, because a lot of these real men I see are trash. You know, not all of them, but a lot of them, right? Because a lot of y'all go through this shit, talk to y'all crazy. We seen it on the show. We're gonna get to that. Talk to y'all crazy, impregnate y'all, leave y'all with children. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, abuse mentally, physically, other stuff. Don't take care of their kids, dump their baggage on y'all, don't take care of their responsibilities, make excuses. But just because they straight and you can sit on their dick and make it spit, that make them a real man. For me, a real man is how he treats other people. How he carries himself. How he takes care of his responsibilities. What responsibilities he assumes. How does he treat his mother, his sisters, their children? What is he doing for the community, with the community? What are his principles and his values? I feel like that is what defines a real man. And no tea, no shade, bitch. A big nigga, bitch. I'll fight a big nigga too. What? Before I go to the next thing, bitch, I used to my first DL relationship. I didn't talk about him a lot. The same one I was talking about earlier, the man who used to take care of me when I was in college. That nigga was 6'5", and I was swinging on that nigga, jumping, running and popping him like, girl. Just because you see this don't mean, bitch, I ain't finna get with you. If I ever get into it with a woman, my go-to line is tell your nigga come here. Just you, baby, you be quiet. Tell him come here. Because the stress pressure I feel right now, I don't want to give it to you. Where your nigga at? Let's get off this. I love Heavenly. Shout out to Heavenly though. She gonna get it right, okay? What's next? Oh Lord, sweet tea. Sweet tea, sweet tea, sweet tea, sweet tea, sweet tea. Sweet tea. When it's all said and done with Married to Medicine, it's going to hold a special pillar in the history books, because her entry into this show has been such a fever pitch dream that I try to hide from, but I can't stop watching. Sweet Tea got it going on Married to Medicine. And you know what? They be fucking with Sweet Tea, but they honestly need to thank the girl. Because her inclusion on the show brought a lot of drama that done kept it crunk over there. A lot of the highlights these last couple of seasons have been because Sweet Tea is there. Now, granted, of course, it Take Two, you know, it is the Sweet Tea and the Quad of it all. Yes, Quad also plays an integral part. But Sweet Tea's presence allows Quad to play that part and allows the drama to unfold and us to be glued in and the networks to keep them there so we can see it and all this other stuff. Sweet Tea is doing her thing on Married to Medicine. This last episode with her and Gregory, was so cringy. I've met Sweet Tea a couple times. I met her at Morehouse's homecoming. I interviewed her sister. The interview performed very well. Me and Sweet Tea have had conversations privately in the DMs. I've seen her at BravoCon. I like Sweet Tea. Me and Sweet Tea honestly could have went to school together. She's older than me, but we could have went to school together. So I've always just liked her, you know, and she cool, you know, she is a little country and, you know, but I like it. It's cool. Dare I say, I agree with Gregory to a certain extent when he said Sweet Tea is naive, right? And I don't think naive by choice. I think, like many of us at this age, we're still learning. We're still optimistic. We're still young enough to be highly optimistic, and we're trying. You know, we're at that age where it's like, yeah, we can hope, but we gotta kind of make certain plays to make sure once we get towards 40, we all right. So I get it. I get it. I get it. Sweet Tea is hopeful, but what was displayed in that kitchen and subsequently behind the closed door within her conversation with Gregory was such a huge neon hot sauce burning chili hot tomato pepper red flag just waving in the wind. And here's the thing too, y'all had to know y'all was still nights. Y'all know how this goes. Y'all know they're still recording this. So the fact that he still felt comfortable to talk to her like that, which in my opinion was very demeaning, was very not nice. He's done this and worse in other places. And I hate to say that, but bitch, I have grown to the age where whatever nigga do publicly, he comfortable to do it. And he probably done did worse. Because that's why he doing it. He was not hearing Sweet Tea. He was gaslighting her. And Sweet Tea, and shout out to Sweet Tea. I saw myself in Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea was trying to, and was doing a great job, was trying to manage and dial it back, tone it down, de-escalate, while still standing her ground. Now, she was still standing her ground now, but she was trying not to take on the energy. I applaud her. Because that was some boss bitch shit right there. You know, a nigga playing in your face and you still trying to keep it cool, but still be present, baby. That's talent now, okay? Sweet Tea gonna be a bad girl when she's 42. Just, you know, she's still growing. Like most of us, like me. She gonna be bad when she's 45. Dr. Gregory got to stop this, man. Dr. Gregory got to stop this. Because it does look like a repeat of Quad. Back to Sweet Tea being naive. You know, I'm also at that age where I'm kind of with the notion people don't change. You know, people don't change who they are naturally. You know, and it seems like naturally Dr. G finds it okay to treat women that way, you know, because he's a doctor or for whatever reason. It could be, you know, because he's a doctor, you know, he can take care of you. He can give you a lifestyle, you know, he's handsome. Dr. G is handsome. I actually used to think Dr. G was the most handsome cast member until I actually seen him in person. I was like, this little short motherfucker here, this nigga small, nigga move. Yeah, I think 1111 people watching right now. That's crazy. I think this Dr. G thinks it's okay, you know? Some people just don't change. I hope Sweet Tea, you know, I ain't saying leave your man, girl, you know, because I ain't got one, you know, hold on to your love, but is what In Vogue said. So I ain't gonna say leave your man, but I hope she is considering the past and seeing the similarities playing out in the present is adequately prepping for their future, just in case he don't make it home tonight. Okay. Now, if I was one of Sweet Tea gay friends, and I really want to be one of Sweet Tea gay friends, because I just be like, girl, like, if I was your friend, girl, a lot of this shit you be having going, like, girl, I'll be not help you, but I really can't, because, you know, I don't want to fuck up my card like that. So I don't want people like, damn, he ain't cool with that, now he cool with her. You know, I just got to sit right here, pray the Lord, Sweet Tea figure it out. But I'd be like, girl, Sweet Tea, look in the past, girl, so we can, you know, just in case you need to be, you know, you saw Quad started cooking, Quad started making books, Quad started getting jobs, Quad started walking dogs, Quad started putting on shoes with BCBG. She was setting up shop for the day. If it happened, she could get up out of there with no problems. You know, Sweet Tea, I ain't saying leave your man. I ain't saying that because we just watching some shit on the show. We don't know what's going on behind the closed doors, you know? I have to be fair and say that. But just in case, Sweet Tea didn't think that Dr. Heavenly and them was gonna turn on her. And I could fight the Lord. I can finally talk about it because it's public information. Like Sweet Tea. You didn't think it was no type of strategy in play when the girls started trying to recruit you to be their friend and be on the show? Did you really think they were really trying to be your friend? And honestly, I don't want to, when I say that, I'm not trying to talk down on her because, you know, I've been in that place. And I think that's also why I like Sweet Tea, because I feel like I see a lot of similarities between her and I. You see these women you've seen on TV who are rich and famous and beautiful and have these beautiful lives, beautiful houses, beautiful men, you know, all this. And then you have the opportunity to be a part of it. I totally get it and understand because I've been there. The inclination to be wide-eyed and like, is this my chance? Is this my opportunity? Is this? And for her, it was, you know, I get it. But being a person who's also been there, you also gotta ask yourself, what is this person's motivation in offering me this or trying to invite me into this? And I just feel like in this dynamic, considering the fact, and we're not gonna act like Sweet Tea. Now she says she never watched the show, but bitch, at the point at which you was about to get on there, you done did some research. Okay, you just not gonna walk up and nothing and just not know nothing. It was very public, you know, that Heavenly and Quad were on the out, and Quad, they were trying to get Quad out, which was later confirmed. They've been trying to get Quad out for years. You know, I'm so glad I can finally really talk about this shit because they didn't let it all that. They've been trying to get Quad out for years. For years. Girl, you didn't think now that the fact that you married to Gregory, and they're going to try to use that as a weapon. In the moment that the weapon is no longer serving them, they're going to treat you the same way. I understand when the man says she can be just a little naive. Shout out to Sweet Tea though, because I really do think this is gonna mold Sweet Tea into a better person. I really think so. I hope she and Gregory figure it out. You know. Yeah, shout out to Sweet Tea. Yo, back to Dr. Gregory and the whole Quad and King situation. Why are they still arguing over some old dick and coochie? I could never be caught alive in any galaxy still tossing and turning about a dick that's no longer mine. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Especially if the new dick got a new person on it and I got me a new piece. Bitch, I would have to be on a reality TV show getting them $100,000 plus check, them ladies getting to talk about this shit. And even in that situation, y'all hoes probably getting one episode out of this shit. So whatever y'all want, y'all better bring it all out because I'm only doing this one time because I'll be damned if anybody I ever left in my past still think I'm presently pressed on them. And these is 40-year-old plus people with a whole lot of money and a whole lot of shit that I don't got. I don't understand. Is my pride and ego too high? I want Quad and Gregory and them to stop this because it looks so crazy. And here's the thing, too. What's next on here? And here's the thing, too. Quad new man, you know, I ain't listen, but we just talking about it. He tall, young, very handsome man. He does well. They look good together. No tea, no shade. Fuck Greg old ass. You know what I'm saying? This nigga finna. I'm not gonna say that, but he. To me, clearly there's still some hurt. there's still some unresolved issues, or we just doing this for a check. Then if we just doing it for the check to keep the show going, okay, cool. All right, then okay, let's tussle a little bit. But it feels like there's still, just from the intensity that we see on Married to Medicine right now, it seems like there's still a lot of hurt and unresolved issues there. And somebody need to fix it. Somebody just got to say, I'm not giving this no more life and energy. And I feel like the only reason why ain't nobody said it yet is because they're still getting some sort of life and energy from continuing on this conversation of Quad and Gregory's now former marriage. Can we let it go? Can we let it go? What else about Married to Medicine? Yo, hold on. I think this may be after the break. Okay, listen. Thank you so much for tuning in right now. We are currently in the mix with Twix. Thank you to over 100 people watching right now. I really appreciate this. Listen, I'm going to try to go live every Monday at 1:11. I really enjoy talking to y'all during the day. It keeps me like up and it's kind of fun. We're going to continue the Married to Medicine conversation after this because I must talk about evangelist prophetess Phaedra Parks Creonta. Phaedra Creonta Parks, Esquire the third. She got it going on too on Married to Medicine. Listen, there's definitely more after this in the mix with Twix, so don't go too far. See you soon.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch at QOTRmerch.com.
What's up, guys? My name is Sam, and this is
Oliver Twix.
and we are from season 5 of Netflix's The Circle here at the Bumble headquarters in New York City, and this is
The Cartel Hour.
so boom. We're gonna take the picture.
All right.
First thing we're gonna do is take the Bumble OG. So we have to put 4.
Puntos.
Wow. Oh no, I tripped. I fell.
Oh!
Next, we're gonna take the Bumble XO. 4 and 4.
4. Oh my God. Here we go.
What if I gotta sneeze? Like ha.
Okay, just a little one.
Achoo. Sous chef, 1 cup of orange juice.
On it.
Sous chef,
Yeah.
1 cup of passion. Well, no, that's half a cup of passion juice.
On it.
We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of lime juice.
On it.
Wow. Now mix it. Throw it in a circle.
Ow.
Throw it in a circle.
Ow.
Okay.
I love the color. It's like a
now-
sunset.
We have to top it with the grenadine. Ooh, look at that. So we need a lime or orange and then some cherries. Wow.
Beautiful.
And then lastly,
A cherry.
I'm gonna name this drink a glass of poor decisions because I'm sure I'm gonna do a lot of that after I drink this cup.
That is really good.
That is so good. Thank you, Bumble.
Thank you so much, Bumble.
Bumble, the greatest of all time.
Oh, guys, we are back. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned in with me. It's your boy Albert Twix here. You know, Berkeley, always bored of my duty to do the Lord's work once again. And before we get back into the Married to Medicine mess, I have a special thing to officially share live with you guys on YouTube. So this past Saturday, February the 22nd, 2/2/2, I dropped the link to my new song, I'm Gonna Eat, coming out March 22nd, featuring fellow rap beast 7D. I am so excited about this song coming out. I'm so excited to be finally giving you guys this, as if you've been following me since Chasing Atlanta, I actually performed this song like back in 2019. That was the year I originally wrote and recorded the first chorus. Well, the chorus and the first verse, which is now the second verse. And I'm going to be dropping some exclusive content very soon, but I actually was going to first release this back in 2021 when I was on the T.S. Madison Experience that was on WeTV. There was a whole scene shot, which I still have some of that footage that I'm going to put out, where the scene was me. The storyline was me doing work outside of Madison, right? Because y'all saw like we had that whole blow up. And so they filmed a lot, I won't say a lot, but they filmed a good number of scenes of just me doing my own thing, like outside of the group. Quez filmed. I think I have a little clip of him when they were going to include that storyline of him and I. Anyways, the scene is me filming the music video to I'm Gonna Eat, where then Craig and Chi Chi come in, and that scene was supposed to play before her birthday party. And I remember they had edited, they had to edit it, and it was going to be in the show, because I remember getting all this paperwork about clearance, copyrights, credit, all the other stuff. That was like my first time ever seeing that type of paperwork and what they were asking for. We're gonna talk about that later too. Put a pin in it. But I'm just so happy to finally be putting this song out. I'm so glad 7 Deep blessed it with his energy. It's going to be tasty. It's going to be juicy. I hope you guys like the cover art. Creatively directed by moi. And my boy, Prince of Shylanta, who's always with me, helped out with the production. And then my really, really, really great friend, Chase, who I met when I was at Morehouse, took the photos of it, as well as helped put up the set design I came up with. And then I later edited them and made them look all pretty. So shout out to the gay men, the bitches getting it done. I'm so grateful. So the link is in the chat. Please click it. Please pre-order it. Because we do want to chart again, okay? I would love to chart again. Our last song we put out, Hydraulics, charted. And you know, that feeling of having your song chart in the midst of Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 and Kanye West's music charting, and you're at number 50, I think I was at 52, 53 for like the entire weekend. And that was only because y'all pre-ordered the song, you know, and y'all bought the song and y'all streamed the song. It was such an amazing moment. And as I'm taking my music career more serious and pushing myself to be more consistent in it, because that's the only way it's going to grow to the level that I really want to be at. You know, I would love to be performing nonstop all the time, doing music nonstop all the time, doing videos and fashion and, you know, performing and talking and speaking. That's what I want to do full time. And the only way that I can really get it to the level that I want to get it at is if I stop being lazy and be consistent. So yeah. This is the beginning of that consistency. There's going to be a whole lot of more surprises and treats that we're going to be dropping. A lot of like things I know you guys will like. So again, I'm Gonna Eat featuring 7 Deep. The pre-order link dropped on February 22nd. Okay. And it drops to the entire world March 22nd. I have an obsession with Tutu. We'll talk about the what I think is the reason behind it another time. I don't feel like crying today, but I strategically dropped the song on the 22nd of March. So yeah, the link is in the chat. Please get it. It's also in the link in my bio on Instagram. Thank you guys. Okay, what else are we talking about? Girl, Phaedra Parks. Lord. Phaedra Parks leaves the show speaking in tongues. Bitch. I don't watch Married to Medicine no more, like I told y'all. But baby, that beach scene has to be some of the best natural reality TV I have seen in a long time on Bravo from the Atlanta girls. And we all know Phaedra love the Lord. Okay, I remember years ago, it was when she first got fired from let go, walked away. We still don't know. I hope one day me and Phaedra get cool enough to where I can ask her and she tell me like what happened. Because I done got a couple stories from other people, and I still want to piece that last one. Anyways, it was a video of Phaedra. It was on TMZ of her down at somebody church in the front shouting. Baby, if you want a good key after we get off live, please Google Phaedra shouting at church and type TMZ. But when I tell you Phaedra cut a rug, I know they invoiced her at the end of that service because baby, Phaedra was shouting so hard. Phaedra loved the Lord. And when I saw Phaedra speaking in tongues, heavy, and Sweet Tea was falling out on that beach, baby, I lost my mind. Because that was pure black as fuck comedy on these white people TV screens. Why is Phaedra speaking in tongues? And she even had it down to the part when she had her hand on Sweet Tea head. It was like shaking, and Sweet Tea was like, oh. And then Contessa over there speaking, you are okay. They need to take that scene and put some gospel music underneath it. I can do that and put some. I must do it. I'm gonna see if I can. Wait, I ain't gonna do it right now because I want to get off live. I want to be here all day. I need to find out. I need to rewatch that scene and see if all that shouting and stuff that they was doing, Sweet Tea running up the beach. Heavenly falling on her ass, getting baptized. They really had a whole Pentecostal service on that beach, if you think about it. Phaedra out there laying hands, speaking in tongues. Sweet Tea running for her life and her blessings and her healing. Heavenly ass getting baptized, going back in the water. I said, Heavenly, how you gonna talk shit to a bitch and then you backing up and fall back? Heavenly, you was losing all your Miami-Dade caught with me this season. Okay, the first time Contessa said, square up, bitch, your ass got to run it. I said, Heavenly, girl, square up, girl. You would be like, girl, and what? You know, even if you got knocked out, girl, and what? You ain't supposed to let a hoe know you scared. Scared of what, bitch? Come on. Even though Contessa probably would have put Heavenly up, so she was smart to back up, but you could play it better. And then she talking shit to Sweet Tea and Heavenly fall back on her ass, baby. Married to Medicine got it going. Going back to Phaedra Parks. Phaedra Parks spoke in tongues, cussed out her son's stepmama, and then quit these people show. And I'm not gonna be fake. Honestly, I say that's goody for their ass. Cause again, this is all tea that then came out. So I ain't spilling no tea. Again, I'm so happy I can now comment on this. Those girls put in work to get Phaedra on Married to Medicine for reasons, right? Mainly to keep the show going on, right? Because why else do we add anybody to a show? We add them because we think they're going to bring value to keep the show going on. Adding Phaedra was a clear shot at adding the highest, honestly, lightning in a bottle addition to the show to keep it going on, right? Quad put in work to get Phaedra on the show, right? Quad was the one, because they didn't fell out, so everybody snitching on each other. This is all tea, we don't know. Quad was the one that was trying to help Phaedra get on the show because none of the other girls was fucking with her. She needed some friends. Why not bring the Phaedra Creonta Parks to Married to Medicine, who at the time people have been begging to be back on Bravo, and people have been begging for something to happen on Married to Medicine. And so, of course, this is like a match made in heaven. Put in work to get her on the show. We not gonna act like the girls was not slightly kissing Phaedra ass when she first got there. And they were so happy that she was there in their interviews, you know, because it was very much so. And we can't rewind the tapes, you know. Oh, we so happy Phaedra is here. You know, she was a housewife. That brings such a great addition to our platform. And, you know, those eyes and those fans and those followers now get to be introduced to the Married to Medicine brand. Oh, I was happy Phaedra Parks was there. Now she done came on y'all show. Ate up y'all budget. That's why they had to get them. They had to get rid of what was the little baby? I don't want to be inappropriate to Anila. You know, they got rid of all these extra friends because Phaedra Parks about 2 cast members. She done ate up y'all budget. She ain't shared nothing about her personal life. She really didn't add nothing to scenes. She ate up y'all marketing. Because the focus really became on her being now a part of the show and now her. So she really been getting free promo off y'all. She left y'all show, went back to the show that, no tea, no shade, has always been considered the superior of y'all. Ain't come to y'all reunion and ain't spoke about y'all whole since. Bitch, that's good for you. That's slightly goody for your ass. And that's why a good part of me is like Phaedra icon, because she did that. Bitch, she used them girls, got back on Bravo, like on the main screen, because we're not gonna act like Phaedra wasn't on, you know, Ultimate Girls Trip, or Phaedra still wasn't doing reality TV. I don't like when people be like, oh, Phaedra wasn't doing nothing. No, Phaedra was still out here working in TV and in media. She had appearances on WeTV, which is a very well-known, highly watched Black network. Yes, not as much as Bravo, because that's a more international audience, but WeTV had eyes. Phaedra was still out here. But also, yes, her getting on Married to Medicine was a boost. It got her back on Bravo, on the TV, made her richer, got her, because I honestly do think it was a combination of her coming from Ultimate Girls Trip, getting back on Married to Medicine, that opened up that conversation. Okay, Dancing with the Stars, Traders, got back on Housewives and told y'all to kiss y'all ass. That's some boss shit move if I've ever seen it. Shout out to Creonta, because she slightly did that. On the other hand, we can say Phaedra a coward, because when the kitchen got hot, when the heat got hot, what did he say about Portia? When the heat got hot, she threw Phaedra under the bus and jumped out the damn bus to save her own ass. She would get pinned up to the wall fucking with Nene Leakes. Is Phaedra a coward? Is she a punk that she didn't stay and face Apollo, his soon-to-be ex-wife? She didn't go to the union and answer to all these things that went on with during the season with the gala and other things, the trip. Is she a punk? Is she a coward? I think it all depends on whether you like Phaedra or not. The Phaedra hater is gonna be like, yeah, she chickened out, yeah, she just used him, she a snake, blah 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 blah. The Phaedra lover is gonna be like, she was too good for that show anyways. They were mean girls. Blah, 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 blah. I'm somewhere in the middle. I do think Phaedra was strategic, but I also do think the girls were kind of getting on her nerves a little bit. Yeah, because they are kind of mean. They are kind of mean. And this is coming from somebody who's seen it firsthand. They are kind of mean. And Dr. Jackie, the meanest one. Dr. Jackie, the meanest one. And I still love Dr. Jackie, but she definitely the meanest one. What's next that we got to talk about? Bitch, my lips big as fuck. God damn. My lips look like sheets in the wind just then, bitch. Like, it was just so much that's going on. Oh, I'm so ashamed just now. I got some big ass lips. Look like a Gucci. Okay. Baddies, guys. Pull. It's a shootout. The episode where Tommy pulls out some sort of firearm and discharges bullets at her castmates has finally aired this Sunday, and we have finally seen the scene within context. Let's get into it, y'all. I first want to say Tommy cleared the scene. Literally. Her walk-in. Oh! Tommy must got in her contract. I have to have the best edited walk-in every season, because when she arrives, oh bitch, she arrives. And I be living. Tommy was cool, kind of. She was kind of, she didn't come in, Tommy snuck in a gag and actually executed the gag. Gagged that girl. Had them hoes fleeing the scene. And then, when Tinka came over there, proceeded to wound her up like a Barbie doll and knock on her like wood. How did y'all let Tommy school y'all like this? She sunk this. Like, Tommy ate that up. And again, this is all wrong. Oh my God. This is not, the most productive, constructive thing to the community. But this is a guilty pleasure. And mama did that. Akbar got the fuck out of Dodge. And I don't blame Akbar. And I actually want to shout out Akbar, because I feel like in that moment, I saw a lot of growth in Akbar. Old Akbar would have been fault. Old Akbar would have head up with Tommy. Old Akbar would have came back with her niggas and got it crunk. I gained so much respect for Akbar when she was face to face to Tommy and was like, girl, I don't want that with you. I was simply just coming to walk over here to handle this. I already told them I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that with you, you know? And she was like, now let me know. But I'm just letting you know what my intentions was. My intentions was not to come over here and walk by you to get nothing started. I said, come on, grown woman, Akbar. I like that. Akbar heard them shots ring out like freedom. And she said, bitch, I'm finna go because y'all not finna take mine away from me. I don't blame her. Say what you want to say about Akbar. Do she say some ignorant shit? Yes. But I think what is true about her is she appreciates and values the growth and the blessings that she has received. And I feel like she does do the necessary steps to protect her life and what she got going on. And I don't blame her for getting the fuck out of Dodge. And I don't think that make her a weak person. I don't think that make her not less of a gangster. I think that make her smart. I think that make her wise. I think that makes her alive and well and not injured and wigless with medals. The people say, honest say the medal was like in their skin. If Tinka would have never walked up, that never would have happened. Tommy ate that moment. She said, oh. I haven't been watching the season, so I can't say too much about people's motivations, but just in that clip, it did seem like Tinka was inserting herself in something that she probably didn't necessarily have to or should have. And she did walk up on Tommy. It's just Tommy had a firearm. If anybody was going to get shot and whooped, I'm glad it was Tinka, because Tinka's a good sport about that type of stuff. Like, Tinka just be with the shits. At least that's my little perspective. She just, she there, win, lose, draw, bitch. As long as y'all call me back and I'm working and, I'm getting my things and whatever. Hopefully her and Tommy can come back from that. Hopefully. I don't know. Would you be friends with a bitch that pulled a BB gun out on you? I don't know. Because a BB gun is just real specific. It's just real. Like, bitch, you can take my eye for real. Like, you ain't trying to kill me, but you at least want me to remember this. Like, damn. Zeus. What's next? More Tommy. Karen Huger is giving me a migraine. She's making it so hard to be a grand Dalmatian out here in these streets with this ongoing court case, and her in rehab, and every day is just another statement. And it's just like, Karen, I just want you to stop. I just want you to stop, Karen, and just stop and take responsibility. Like, just eat some crow, whatever you got to do, but just stop this, because it just can't continue. Because with every post and update I see on social media about her situation, it just, to me, just devalues and degrades this high value brand she built. Like, Karen came up off of Potomac, and I think we as a culture and community, like, respect Karen. Like, we give her that grand dom title. We give her that grand dom energy. And just how her case is being navigated right now in the media, it just diverts from that trajectory 100%. So recently, what's making me talk about this, I'm so sorry, what's making me talk about this is Karen, her lawyer is basically trying to say that she's been dealing with the trauma she got from years ago when she was essayed in college. And this is also around the same time we've been seeing reports about potentially she can get some time, because this is like her fourth time having this sort of recorded incident with law enforcement. And now we see this report of her saying, or her team saying, her legal representation saying, that a lot of her alcohol troubles is rooted in her. Speaking of alcohol, girl, Leandria, Lord Jesus, Leandria. One at a time. A lot of her problems with alcohol is rooted in that trauma. So how we want to land on this? Should Karen go to jail? Is this a real life issue Karen is battling, or is this just a attempt at a get out of jail, literally free card? I feel as if I do feel like this is an attempt to get out of jail. We have been knowledgeable of Karen's issues. But a lot of her actions since being given that sentence, as it relates to not coming to the reunion, as it relates to now going to rehab, everything just feels so calculated and it feels disingenuous. It makes people want to see you get sent to jail, because it's like, you're not sorry, you're just trying to get out of trouble. You're not trying to take responsibility. You're just trying to put on this act so that you can get some sympathy points, or at least something deducted, which it may work, because we've seen it work before, because they're not going to play with your ass this time. Or, in being more compassionate, maybe this is an issue that has really been bothering her. Okay, how many people do we know? Again, uncles, aunts, daddies, mamas, grandparents, whoever, family members, friends who have been dealing with demons for years and keep falling victim to the same devices for years. I got a family member, I'm gonna say who he is, but he's 70. That nigga just got out of jail probably 3 months ago from house arrest from being in possession with cocaine. Like, nigga, you 70. But these are real life things that people go through in a real adult life. So I don't want to be insensitive and say that the trauma that Karen is experiencing is not resulting in said actions, and it's not necessarily her being irresponsible, because I do want to show some sort of compassion, because we don't know. We not living her life. We all at home watching this shit on the TV and in the media, and I'm going to give her that grace. Where I can't give her grace is at the point in which you see your trauma is causing other trauma on other people, you have to be responsible for it and do something about it. I think it is A-okay, because it is a natural occurrence in life for things to be out of whack and for people to have things going on and people to be triggered and trauma. That's a part of life, right? But there's what is also a part of life are resources and tools to help you control that, right? Counselors, therapy, rehab, God, psychics, mediums, authorized, regulated prescription drugs, the Lord, the Holy Ghost, masturbation. I don't know. There's so many devices present in this world for people who really want to get help. They can get it and at least manage it. Just at the point at which your trauma is affecting other people, i.e. a DUI that could have taken the life of someone else because she was in the accident, other traumas where you're taking it out on your kids, you're taking it out on your husband, you're taking it out on yourself, you're engaging in promiscuous activities, you drinking, smoking, whatever. You lying, stealing, whatever. At the point at which your trauma is now affecting other people, you have to do something about it, because it is not another person's responsibility, whether it's your parent, your partner, your child, or whoever, to condone bad behavior just because it is rooted in trauma. No, ma'am. Just because this affects you, I get it. I could be compassionate. I don't got to be present to deal with it. And if what you're going through is affecting me, you should be responsible for the consequences. I think Karen should be responsible for her actions. This is what the fourth time this has happened. Clearly, this is a problem because it keeps happening. And is it going to keep happening to the point that she God, I forbid, unalive someone or herself. Like, seriously, we have to do something. And I understand she's our fave. We love Karen. She's grand. She's a housewife. But clearly, Karen has a problem that is affecting other people's lives and could affect other people's lives. And something has to happen. Something has to happen. And in this case, I do think jail time is sufficient because I bet her ass sit there and think about this shit. I bet Karen would never do this again if they actually sent her ass to jail for 6 months. That would get her right immediately. Something gonna happen because now, and I just think it's fair, all this inconvenience your drunk ass been caused all these years, we finna cause your ass an inconvenience. Sit your ass in jail and figure this shit out. And I bet and I hope so. Let me come back. I don't want to be too crazy with it. I do feel like jail time will motivate her and the people around her to help her get some help or at least get her a driver. What? All that money Karen got? Why is she driving? I don't drive. I got 1,000 to the million power of Karen's money and I don't drive. It's a choice. I just don't like driving. I just don't feel like I was put on this earth to drive. My great grandmother, Catherine Thomas, I love her. The greatest person, one of the greatest people who's ever walked this earth, never drove. And I said, Grandma, why you don't drive? She said, everybody else around me drives. Why should I be driving? That always stuck with me. And I said the same thing. Why am I driving? Everybody else drive. And then I live downtown. Maybe I can walk and exercise and meet people and get outside and get my little things. I don't need to drive. And then Ubers around here only about $5, $10. Fuck, I'm driving for. Bitch, I don't want to drive. And they got in like 2 car accidents. Man, fuck that. Back to Karen. Why Karen ain't got no driver? Y'all know this bitch like to drink. I know she like to get fucked up. Get this bitch a driver. So at least, at the point if she choose not to get the help and really fix it, because that drinking shit, like we see with Leandria, that shit is strong, And so I want to be compassionate, but at least if she gonna fuck up, let her not fuck up everybody else fun. While I don't want to see Karen locked up, I do believe some jail time will position her to really put forth the effort to making sure this does not happen again. Shout out to Karen, though, and I hope she heals and gets her life together because I would hate to see something bad happen to her or everything that she's worked for over the last decade since we've known her be thrown away because of what's presently happening right now and because of some shit that happened years ago. Like, no, trauma shouldn't have that type of dominion. Praise to Karen. What's next? Oh, Lord. Mamma mia, oh, here we go again, mama. Mia got the fuck out the reunion. Giselle started calling her out about her motherhood, and we saw Mia get out of there because she felt like the conversation of her motherhood was Giselle talking about her kids. As we heard her state, kids should be off limit, and that was her trigger point. And she couldn't take it, so she got up out of there. How do we feel about this? Mia's reaction to Giselle calling out her motherhood. Are kids off limits? Or is Giselle entitled to her opinion? I feel as though Mia has made money being a cast member on this show, showcasing her life and the life of her kids, her husband, as they go through these issues with divorce, infidelity, the question of paternity, and other sad things. She's presented it to the world. She's monetized off of it, right? She's benefited from it. I think it's okay for people to give their opinion on your actions in your life. You're a reality TV star. You're making a lot of money, at least a whole lot more money than the average person to share your life. And a part of this game we call entertainment, and being an entertainer and having viewers is people have the right to give their opinion. And if people are questioning your motherhood, that's not talking about your kids. It's talking about your motherhood. And I felt like in that moment, because Mia did not want to take responsibility for potentially what could have been poor motherhood shit. I don't know the right word. She redirected it to it being about her kids. And of course, that's a common thing that people, universally agree on. Kids are off limits, and then use that to justify her leaving so she could not, or she wouldn't have to answer to Giselle saying her motherhood was poor. It was deflection. I think that talking negatively about someone's child, anyone that's not an adult to defend themselves or has nothing to do with the situation, that's absolutely wrong, right? We know those rules, but I think talking about the adults who signed up to be a reality TV star on a show sharing their life should at least be okay. I won't say be okay, like agree with it, but understand that people may not agree with her life choices. And Mia, I don't watch Potomac consistently, but I keep up with it on social media through the clips. Like, Mia, everybody not wrong about you. You know what I'm saying? And just because you're getting a critique doesn't necessarily mean that you as a person has poor character. It just means your choices are poor and you can do the fuck better. And people on a large scale feel this way. There's nothing wrong with that, For some reason, Mia does not like taking responsibility. It is uncomfortable for her. We've seen this a lot on the show. And I think her true shining moment will be when she sits down and owns her part in this entire mess. She's always saying Gordon, or it's Ink, or it was this, or it was that. Girl, you could have not came back this season. You could have said, y'all, I'm not coming back. I'm not going to put my children and my family in this type of light to receive this type of trauma. But no, you came back. And it's always been somebody else. I hope Mia gets it together. She's so beautiful. Oh my God, she's so entertaining. What y'all think? Are kids off limits? Was Mia justified in getting up and leaving? Or was Giselle right? Giselle being right? Girl, you fucked up. And real quick before we got to hear, Lord, Tasha Caden got out of that situation with Cardi B. I don't know if she should have, or I don't know if she should have not. I don't got no heaven, hell, or jail cell to put Tasha K in, but what I can say and recognize is that bitch did that. That hoe was owing 3.5, probably more, a little bit more, $3.5 million. That bitch went and filed bankruptcy, did a little yang, and now she got that thing down to 1.5 or 1.2, I think I saw, and she got to pay it across 5 years. Let's just say $1 million. That's $200,000 plus a year. $250,000 that she got to pay a year across 5 years to all her creditors and dead people. That's $250,000. $250,000 to a bitch like Tasha K, that's at the level she's at, ain't shit a year. That's like what? I'm doing quick math, but that's like what? 225. I'm gonna calculate it. How much money is that like a month? I can't do it. I don't want to embarrass myself and say some wrong shit. And y'all be laughing at me like, "Ooh, that bitch dumb." Just pull out my calculator. That's why they make technology. 1.25 million divided up by 5 years. Yes, $250,000 a year divided up by 12. Now, okay, I'm gonna make a guess. If I could guess and just doing quick math, that's like $20,000 a year, somewhere around there, maybe like $22,000 a year, I think. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Shit, here I go being slow. I bet I look so old right now. Just squint. Oh, I didn't add another zero. I was like, girl, now number man, I think that fucked up. Okay, 5 years, $250,000. Okay, I was right. It's like I was somewhere. Okay, it's $20,000, basically $21,000 a year. Tasha K can go on tour. Tasha K can do like a Club Shay Shay style sit down and do it exclusively on her YouTube channel. Break that shit up in parts. Do segments on YouTube. Break it up in parts on social media. Break it up on parts on Facebook, TikTok. Tasha K could put a big dent in this in the first year. I don't got no smoke with Cardi B. You know, y'all know I'm a proud bar, but I do like Cardi B's music. And I don't got no dog in this fight. Tasha K did that. She did that. She did that. Y'all think Cardi B punching the air? Is Cardi B punching the air? Because she kind of got off. Like, she still got to pay, but when you break it down, for somebody that has the earning potential of a Tasha K, that's nothing. Tasha K can get on reality TV. Tasha K can get brand deals. Like this one, I know hoes at my content creator level that's making $1 million a year. This ain't shit, girl. Please, Tasha K did that. She did that. Y'all, we got through it. Oh wow. Ooh. Thanks for watching, y'all. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Listen, this was so much fun. I enjoyed talking about these things with you guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're rewatching this, jump down in the comment section and join in the conversation and let me know what you think about the things I spoke about today, as well as what you thought about my opinions. I want to know. I'm a big boy. As long as you're respectful, let's talk about it, okay? Be sure to get my song, I'm Gonna Eat, dropping. Well, the pre-order link has already dropped. It's all over my social media. It's in the chat, and I'll put it in the comments. Download it right now, exclusively on iTunes, and it drops everywhere March 22nd, featuring 7 Deep. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching again. And until next time, my friends, be sure to parade and giggle. Oh, one more thing, y'all. Because I don't know if y'all follow me on other platforms, but the clip of me and Babs and Angela talking about the Super Bowl from the last live we did got over close to 1 million views on Facebook. I think it's at like 960,000. Crazy. I thank y'all for loving this content, supporting this content. It's calling me. All right, y'all, let me go. I'm finna go. Bye. Now I'm like, fuck it, I need, but don't got my assets right, looking like somebody uncle.
Everybody go. Everybody go.